to own the future, we need to do more than just see it. We need to make it.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the show. My name is Zoya, and I'm a fourth year electrical engineering student at the University of Ottawa. Today I'm here with Ved. Ved is a project manager at the City of Ottawa. Welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
I'm happy to have you. So to get things started off, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, like when you graduated, how your program was at the university, and how the environment was for you back at U Ottawa.
Okay, so I actually came to Canada when I was 19, and I came as an international student, and I graduated in December 2014 in civil engineering from a co-op program. I really enjoyed the co-op experience that I've had during university. Because of co-op, I was able to gain like different work terms in different kinds of fields. So I work in manufacturing, I worked in construction fields, and also work in project management.
And so what was it like for you at the university? Because I'm currently also in electrical engineering, and around me there aren't many females in the program. So was it the same for you when you were in civil engineering back in 2014, or between 2010 and 2014? Were there a lot of females with you, or did you feel like it was not enough?
I've noticed when I started engineering, so in first year, you would have more of a maybe 35-65 split. And as you go up the ladder, the amount of women in engineering decreases. So yeah, there were not a lot of women. And when I started working, I was the only women engineering, like women engineering in training on the construction field. So I've seen that decline. While working, I've also seen that the higher up the ladder you go in management, the lower the amount of women have. For example, in Canada, we have less than 20% licensed women engineers in Canada. So out of the licensed engineers that we have, only 20% are women. So there is a disparity in the profession that we recognize. This is why I think that to achieve that parity that we want in engineering, we need to have more women in upper management roles. I think that's the key, and so that you can see more women in engineering, and this is like, you can think that, oh, this is something I can do too. I can reach that level. I'm not just stuck at middle management. I do host events sometimes for women in engineering, and they're almost always free to students and other engineering students or women working in engineering. For engineering, the mentality have to change. It is slow, it is changing, but we need a bigger push.
I think it's more like that for the traditional engineering, for like mechanical, civil, electrical, and chemical, all the traditional basic engineering. That's where you see this big, I guess, gap in the percentage of women versus men. And I feel like that will most likely or hopefully change over the years, but that's something I'm looking forward to seeing, is more females in engineering throughout the years. Especially, I was asking this question, especially since I saw that you are with the Women's Infrastructure Network. So since COVID, I remember that all construction sites were closed down, some of them reopened, but what has it been like for you with the City of Ottawa?
Well, the City of Ottawa has been very quick to adjust. We are what we call emergency services, and we're the frontline workers. So we have not stopped working since COVID started. We have been really busy, and we've been even more busy than before. So what I do at the City of Ottawa is I manage assets owned by the city, such as storm sewers and sanitary sewers. If your house is flooding, for example, I would be the person who would be coming through and do an inspection and try to find a solution.
What advice would you give students that are graduating, say now, especially during COVID? Like, what would you tell them? Or what would you tell yourself if you were graduating now?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I used to have this career plan. By 25, I'll be meeting this milestone, and by 30, I'll be meeting that milestone. I think having a career plan is really important. And that's great. You should have a career plan, but you should also be flexible and take every opportunities that you have, because you don't know what, if you do in that, with that opportunity, where you can lead. So take everything that you have and go with the flow. It's great to have a career plan, but any opportunity that you have might open doors that you have not imagined before. Yeah, I've noticed that a career plan is just a guideline. That's not the rule. There will be many more opportunities that come in the future that's going to really shape your career.
Since we've come to the end of our discussion today, I'd just like to say it was really nice talking to you, and I'm so happy you were on the show today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Zoa.